When Lifetime approached you all to do this reunion, what was your first reaction, your biggest reservation maybe?
Well, I said no because it didn't feel right. I've spent so many years trying to kind of leave that in the past, and then I went to college and I kind of disappeared for a minute, and that was my last semester when we were filming, and I decided, like, not in an arrogant way, but they're gonna talk about the people who aren't there, so they're gonna talk about me no matter what, so I may as well be there to kind of be able to speak my piece and say my opinions and talk about what happened in the past, express my gratitude for the experience and the opportunity, and then shut the door and really close the book and move on with my life in a better way where I feel like I have closure. I thought it wasn't enough, like, in every single way. And it wasn't until about a year ago that I realized the way I felt about myself were her words still lingering with me, like 10 years later. And I realized that's not who I am, that's not my truth. She doesn't define me anymore, she doesn't get that power over me. And I've started to heal.
I just wanted to hug you during this. I just felt so much for you, Chloe, and I want you to know, and I think fans will say, you are enough. You always were enough.
Thank you. I'm gonna cry.
You were harshly criticized by Abby Lee. So what was that journey like in getting to that point of like, I am good enough, I'm okay?
It was really hard. It's something I'm still working on. I think when you're that young, you're really vulnerable and you absorb everything that people tell you. So I think a lot of people always ask, like, what would you tell your younger self? And I would always tell, my answer is always like, you are not who other people tell you you are who you are, and you're enough, and other people's opinions of you or who they want you to be don't define you. You are limitless and you're whoever you want to be, and so it's still something I'm working through, but I can say now I'm in a better place than I've ever been, and doing the reunion really helped me start to realize what it is that I need to work through, and now I've been working through it, and I just feel like it's a whole new era for me.
And on the top of the pyramid is Maddie.
I was so happy to be on the top of the pyramid for 2 weeks in a row, but also I kind of feel bad for the other girls because I think they worked very hard too.
That rivalry that was created was, sure, in a sense good for pushing the two of us to, like, you know, get better and better, but it really took me down. Sorry, I need a sec.
How did that rivalry between you and Maddie, how did that impact you, Chloe?
It impacted me in a lot of ways. I think it completely shaped who I am today. I think if you're a competitive dancer, especially if you're on a reality show, you're there to improve, you're there to push yourself, you're there to work hard. So that kind of manufactured competition really felt unnecessary a lot. Like, I was going to work hard whether I had the same solo with the same choreography as her or not, you know? So I was ready to put in the hours all the time anyway. I didn't need that, and I think it really affected both of us in different ways, and I can't speak for her how she felt, but it felt unnecessarily cruel a lot, but I think it really shaped who I am, so I'm grateful for it. It completely has had a role in shaping my identity, so everything happens for a reason.
Well, you're coming out stronger from this. That is definitely sure.
That's a win.
Yes, that is a win. What is the relationship like between you and Maddie today, Chloe?
I still consider her one of my closest friends. I mean, she's like a sister to me.
Really?
I don't see her that often, and we don't often, get to hang out or talk or anything, but when you go through something like we went through together,
trauma?
A bond, yeah.
Trauma bond. What message would you like to send to Abby Lee, if anything at all?
I think that Dance Moms gave me the opportunities I have now, and I'm really grateful for that. And I don't wish what she's going through or had previously gone through on anyone, but for me there's a lot less wanting to reconcile and wanting to talk, and
you just want to move forward.
I have a life of peace now, and I have a successful career now, and it's in spite of her, not because of her, so I'm gonna keep it pushing.